is doing really well. It is January 20th. It is Martin Luther King Day, so I know a lot of you are probably off of school, hopefully off of work, and making a great day out of this. I'm getting ready to show you what we're doing. So much fun. So this is what a sick day looks like around here. Kai's still passed out. Cade is playing the Wii U. Him and Dad actually got a new game Saturday while Kai was busy being sick. And there's Zoe. She's actually kept really good watch on everybody. There's Zoe Bell. Zoe, what you think, girl? Yeah, I know. Are you watching your boys? Huh? You keeping up with them? Keeping up with them? Yeah. Oh. What is going on at our house today? I said it's Martin Luther King Day, which means the kids are out of school. I was already off of work, and we were just gonna have a really fun day. And then we got sidetracked, but that's okay. So all last week, kind of off and on, Kai complained about his stomach hurting. He ran just a real low-grade fever a couple of nights, or just a short little while. It was always gone by morning. He was always up, ready to go, acting normal. And by that evening, he was running a really, really high fever, coughing, said his throat hurt and his stomach hurt. So we put him in bed with us that night. I had to get up so many times with him, it was ridiculous. He ended up running 103 fever, and so Saturday morning we took him to urgent care. Well, so they were like, well, we're going to do a strep and a flu, and hopefully it's one of those two. I said, okay. Comes back, it's both. So our kid has strep, the flu, and she said that both of his ears looked infected. They also said he was fairly dehydrated. So Saturday was just one of those days, like if it could go wrong, it did. So took Kai to the doctor. Todd ended up having to go to work. Cade missed his basketball game. Got to the pharmacy. The doctor's office had sent it to the wrong pharmacy. So they called and got that fixed. Well, by the time it got to the right pharmacy, the other pharmacy had already filled it. So insurance wasn't going to pay to have it filled in both spots, so they had to cancel it over here, and it was just a mess and took about 2 hours to get his medicine. And as you can imagine, a 4-year-old with the flu and strep and an ear infection in the car for 2 hours is not fun. So that was an experience. We came home. The Razorbacks lost their basketball game, which was heartbreaking to me against Kentucky. It was a really big rivalry and a really big team to beat at home, which would have been great, but it didn't happen. And then Saturday night, part of my cleaning for everything was Kai had slept in our bed Friday night. So I stripped everything off of our bed, all the blankets, the sheets, pillowcases, and washed everything. Go to pull the sheets out of the dryer, and they have ink all over them. I mean, they are covered. We're not talking a few spots. We're talking, they look tie-dyed. Like you could almost say that it had been done on purpose. It was so bad. So at about 7 o'clock that night with a sick kid, ended up having to go to Belk's to get new sheets. So that was fun. So like I said, you ever have one of those days where just about everything goes wrong? Just so you're not alone. I think we all have them. And at the end, it was comical. I mean, you really can't do anything besides just laugh about it sometimes. But Sunday night, Cade started to get sick. And he started coughing, and I was like, oh, no, like, surely not. Like, I'm just imagining this. It can't be. Well, it was. He woke up last night in the middle of the night, also running 103 fever. So he has not complained about his throat like Kai did. So I'm hoping maybe he escaped the strep part of it. I don't know. So I called the doctor this morning, and my thought was maybe we would just give Kai's Tamiflu, since we had caught his early enough. The doctor said that it's actually a very harsh medication. She said a lot of kids can't even get it down, much less keep it down. It tears their stomachs up, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and that the symptoms of the side effects are basically as bad or worse than the flu. So I was like, yeah, no, we won't be doing that. So I was going to show you what we are doing. As a mom, stuck at home, got to use what I've got here because I've got 2 kids down with the flu and I can't go anywhere. So one of the big things that we are doing is laundry, washing everything. You can see blankets, pillowcases, clothes, our clothes, their clothes. I told you that we had stripped the sheets and everything off of the bed. I used my thieves stuff on everything in here. But I do think that that helps, especially, wash them in hot water. I do think that'll help cut down on some of the germs. Alright guys, here it is. I think every family has that corner of the cabinet or spot that all the sick day stuff ends up on. And this is ours. You can see we've got all the vitamins. Mine, I've got my multigreens, my Super B, and my vitamin D. The kids, their omega-3s, their daily vitamins, which we're doubling up on right now. Got my oils, we've got the Tylenol, ibuprofen, we've got the antibiotics. I don't know if you can really tell, maybe you can tell that that's going. I've got my oils on the diffuser. Of course, we're doing the Gatorade. And then the Ningxia Red, which, if you don't know about that, you should message me. It's awesome. But I was going to point out this little thing right here. Now, I'll tell you the story of thieves, and if you have not tried it, you should. Okay, so thieves oil. What is it, and what is the story behind it? It's actually kind of interesting, I thought. As a little bit of a history buff, I really appreciated it. So, the story goes that during the bubonic plague, there were grave robbers. And this certain group figured out a way to go in, they would rob the graves, people, take clothes, that sort of thing, from these people that had died from the plague. Well, the majority of them got sick. This particular group did not. They had figured out a way to tie a blend of herbs around their necks, and that prevented them from catching the plague. So when they were finally caught, the officials were willing to trade their jail time or their punishment for the recipe to these herbs and how it was that they had managed to not get sick when everybody else was. So that's what they did. And now we have thieves oil, which is that blend of herbs, and hence why it's called thieves. So there are so many ways you can use thieves. You guys saw the oil. This is the hand soap. They do make a little hand sanitizer bottle. We have that as well. Of course, I keep that in backpacks and cars and whatever. But this is what we use at the sink. It's got the thieves with the lemon, and you guys know that lemon, actually, studies have shown that it has antibacterial properties. This is the Thieves Household Cleaner. There you go. Now, it is very, very concentrated. This is the 14-ounce bottle. I use about 1 capful on average to this bottle, spray bottle. And I am waiting. I know plastic is probably not the best to be using, so I'm waiting on my glass bottles to arrive. I have ordered them. But anyway, typically I use 1 capful to this spray bottle. This time I'm using about 2 just because I do want it more concentrated. But this is it, and I'll just, I don't know if you can see it, but I just spray it, and I kind of use it as room spray, as well as my cleaner for the counters, the toilets, the floors. I use it for everything. Another one of the things that I am doing is keeping the windows open. I'm sorry, I know the lighting over there is awful, but windows are open about that much in most of the rooms, even though it is only about 45 degrees here. It's kind of chilly, but I think that the fresh air helps. Now, I'm not doing it where the boys are going to get a direct draft or get cold or anything like that. So don't worry about that. But like right here in the bathroom and in their bedrooms where they're not necessarily going to be right now, I think that it's helpful just to get some fresh air in. Alright, y'all, it is looking really, really good. I actually tasted it and kind of cut into it just to be sure that it's still tender. It's fantastic. I added a little bit more beef broth and then just seasoned it up a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit more here, not a lot. And I do garlic. And on these, I love the smoked paprika. It's heavenly. A little bit more salt. And then some more onion powder. And we should be good to go ahead and put it back in the oven for just a little bit longer. I mean, it's done now, but I'll go ahead and turn the oven way down. It's on 325 now. I'm going to go ahead and just turn it down to probably about 275, just to kind of keep it warm in there and let it sit in those spices for just a little bit longer. Alright, and it goes. It will be barbecue nachos. Alright, Katie, you want to turn your stars on? Hey, Kai, what are you doing, buddy? Okay. This is his alarm clock, thermometer, it does white noise, and I don't know if you guys can really tell that, but it puts stars on his ceiling. So, Kate is all tucked in. I've got his diffuser going. You can see that there. We've got thieves and lavender in that one. Actually, I've got the oils over here. I can show you.
Can you show me the stars?
Here's Coco. Coco, you want to tell everybody hi? Yeah, she knows it's time to eat. She came out to say hey to everybody. But here are these oils. It's thieves and lavender going in both diffusers tonight, so maybe they'll be able to sleep a little bit and get rid of some germs. Oh, you want to show them your stars? Yeah. Alright, let's go turn the light off.
Turn that light off too.
Oh, yeah, we gotta turn her light off too, don't we? Ah. Ooh, yeah, can you guys see that? Stars on the ceiling. That's what helps Cade go to sleep at night. Alright, Squirt. Hey, let's go tuck you in. Alright?
Okay, I didn't do my fuser.
Alright, let's go. Your what? Your fuser?
Yep.
Yep, let's go do your fuser.
Mom.
Yeah.
Can you come back in here and tuck me in until I tuck you in? I'll put my owl
Yes. Yes, I will come back in and tuck you in. Alright, Kai, put the lid back on. Let me help you. Okay. Alright, there's your owl. Okay, turn on your diffuser. Trash out of here.
You want me to press that?
Yep, you press his toes.
What?
That one right there turns him on. Now, that changes his light color. See?
I'll do this one.
What color do you want? No, that turns his diffuser on and off. There you go. Okay, that's a good one. Now, let's turn your music on.
I'm gonna do this.
You know your sounds?
Yeah,
Okay.
I really want a different. I want a green.
Okay. Alright, that is going to be it for us tonight. Hope you got some good pointers. Hope everybody stays well at your house. And we'll update you on the kids tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Bye-bye.